Recently, we had a question that was asked by a journalist, which is, what is the best way a parent can handle their angry outbursts from their children? So the challenges that we have as parents when our children are angry with us, the first thing we have to ask ourselves is, what is actually going on for the child? Now, most parents focus on the symptoms, but what we really need to do when it comes to young people is go underneath the symptoms and see if we can identify what their needs are. And so when I talk about needs, I'm talking about emotional needs. That's based on this phenomena called feeling valued, appreciated, respected, understood, listened to, cared for. Those are primary needs. So in the work that I do, we're constantly reminding our client group to consider that when somebody's being angry with them, is to think about what is it that they need from the other person. In the same way as if I'm angry with you, what is it that I need from you? So it's about identifying and communicating my needs. So it's in the context of working with parents who are dealing with young people, children, teenagers who are angry, those are the kind of questions that we need to ask ourselves. I'm very aware with young people that one of the big triggers for their anger is not being listened to. So the challenge that we have as parents is to train ourselves to really shut up and listen to our children. The other issue is simply this, is not to try and fix a situation unless, of course, they ask you to fix it. Reflect on what exactly do they need from you in that moment. If a child wants to cooperate, they will. And if they don't want to cooperate, they won't. The idea of manipulating them, threatening them, is not really effective, as you already know. If it means trying to get them to cooperate, screaming and shouting is not effective. How can you get a young person to cooperate? I've got to see if I can identify what their needs are, and then of course, articulate the need, not to focus on the symptoms. So what I might say to the young person, okay, I get that you're angry, and I'm wondering what you need from me. At the same time, I can also communicate my feelings, whether they're angry or hurt or sad. When you behave in the way that you're behaving, I notice that I get angry. Under the circumstances, by you and I reacting to each other, we're not going to get anywhere. So how can we find a way of communicating our feelings?
Oh.